What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for another predicted lineup, and finally the end is in sight. There is light at the end of the tunnel as the Europa League group phase is coming to an end tomorrow.
Finally. It's been a while, but look, I honestly can't be bothered for Europa League football anymore. I'm done with it. I'm done with it for a time. I want it on a break. Just get me through to the knockouts.
The knockouts will be nice, but at least we've got this grueling knockout. I mean, first of all, the pre-knockouts for the group stages. Now the group stages. It's been such a long slog, but we're through. We're through to the next round now. Do you even care too much about finishing top of this group?
Personally, not really. I think we can take on anyone.
Jose doesn't seem to care either.
Jose said, in his press conference, we shouldn't fear anyone in the next round, so it's not that important whether we'll finish top or not. But look, it's a nice bonus to finish top. Maybe it means we get a tie in the knockout stages when we can potentially rest a few players or something. I don't know.
I mean, look, I don't fear anyone in it. Like Jose said, we don't fear anyone in this competition.
We shouldn't.
There's no teams in it to actually fear.
Yeah,
when you actually look at the actual teams dropping down from the Champions League, the teams.
Well, you got United, you got Real Madrid.
We can't get United in the next round.
No, but still, we have to face them at some point. And you got Real Madrid or Inter Milan.
But finishing top or second will only implicate the next round. It doesn't implicate the rounds going forward. So, in terms of the next round, who is it that you're actually going to fear? The only one that is potential Real Madrid, and I think we can beat them anyway.
Yeah, I don't fear anyone at the moment. So look. Bring it on. I think we should rest a few players tomorrow because Palace is a massive game. We need to keep our momentum going. We can't afford to let it drop. If we end up dropping points to Palace on Sunday, you just get a bad feeling around the place, won't you, going into the Liverpool game? So I think rest as many players as you can tomorrow and have a fully fit squad for the next two Premier League games.
All right. So Jose has had his press conference. The team news is out. Sim, you want to run us through the team news?
So he said Serge Aurier picked up a little niggle in the warm-up against Arsenal, and he decided to play him anyway, and we all know what happened. He had a great game, really good performance from Serge Aurier on Sunday, but he has been ruled out of Thursday's tie against Antwerp. Which is a bit of a shame. Højbjerg as well was seen not training, and he's set to be rested apparently on Thursday, with Tanguy Ndombele returning to full fitness after he missed out on Sunday due to a late knock or illness, whatever it was. He ruled himself out for Sunday, and he's going to be back for Thursday. And Lamela is not fit for Thursday, but apparently he will be fit or try to be fit for the Christmas period and the January games because they're coming thick and fast. But unfortunately, he's not going to be fit for tomorrow still, but hopefully he'll be fit sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, the one when you talk about Højbjerg, I mean, he needs a rest big time. Like, he plays every single minute, and this game, I don't want him even to come on. You know what I mean? Even if we're losing, don't bring him on. Even if we're winning, closing out the game, don't bring him on.
Agreed. He needs a rest, man. He's been, such one of the best players in the Premier League this season, and we need that energy, especially when we play against Liverpool. He's going to have to put out so many fires, more fires than he put out against City and Chelsea. So we need him fit.
All right, let's get into the predicted lineup. We're going for a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, whichever way you want to look at it this week. In goal, we're going to stick with Joe Hart for the Europa League. Just got to stop the long shots. Yeah,
it was interesting what Mourinho was saying in his press conference, actually, in regards to Lloris. He said that he doesn't know where this information came from, that he was set to miss the North London derby.
Came from you, mate.
Yeah, and that makes me think maybe this all was a ploy to try and kind of put Arsenal on a downer on the early in the day when they hear the news that Lloris is fit and stuff like that. But it's becoming a theme. I don't know if it's just the Spurs or Mourinho that, with Son, he rules him out for a while and he's back next week. Toby Alderweireld rules him out for a while and he's back quickly. Lloris, they leak information that he's concerned and he's back for the game. Is this a ploy, do you think? Is this intentional? Because
we never saw it under Poch. I mean, it all seems very fishy, doesn't it?
It seems like it could be intentional because if you're intentionally pessimistic on a player, it just gives everyone a good feeling when they're back sooner than expected. Even if you personally are expecting this player back sooner than you're putting out, it just gives a bit of a feel-good feeling when this player does come back sooner than people anticipate. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, he's back. What a great, it's great, isn't it?
And lulls the opposition into a bit of a false sense of security as well.
Potentially. Look, I don't know whether it is or not, but I think there could be something to that. It's a few times now, so it's not it can't be a coincidence why it keeps happening.
I guarantee you, in the build-up to the game, the Arsenal game, the Arsenal fans will be looking at the team news being like, oh, Harry Kane's out,
Harry Kane, Reguilon,
that could give us a lift.
People.
Oh, Hugo Lloris is out, that could give us a lift. You know what I mean? All these things that could potentially give Arsenal a lift, and then the morning of the game, everything just gets slammed shut on the door. So,
and then not only that, it's not like we did a party and they played half it. They're all fully fit, clearly. Yeah. They all played the whole game. I don't think any of them went off early. So I thought you got to say it must be something to that from Jose. But yeah, Joe Hart plays.
All right, so Hart in goal, right back, seeing as Aurier is out, Doherty goes straight back in at right back. Left back, the Europa League left back is Ben Davis, so Ben Davis stays there. Centre back,
does it?
Yeah, centre back positions. Japhet Tanganga was in the press conference, so you'd expect him to play.
And he was singing Ledley King's praises just as Eric Dyer was last week, saying how much of an impact he's made.
It must be special for Japhet, a proper Tottenham boy, born and bred.
Yeah.
Came through the ranks watching Ledley King play, and now he's being coached by him.
Yeah, and he's saying he said he's been absolutely fantastic with him, coaching him in little things. And he said as well, last season Vertonghen was a massive help, explaining to him how different it is playing, centre back and full back, and the different kind of positions he needs to take up and things like that. So sounds like he's got some good mentors with him, Japhet.
I like the look of Japhet so far. The last couple of games, I thought he's really impressed me.
Yeah, he's played centre-back and he's been really good.
Yeah.
Not really, he's been good.
Alongside him, we're going to go for Davinson Sanchez. I just feel that this game probably comes a bit too soon for Toby Alderweireld, seeing as he had that knock and played 90 minutes against Arsenal.
Yeah, no, we need him. We need him for the Premier League.
Yeah, and Eric Dyer as well needs a bit of a rest.
We can't take chances. Look, Mourinho already said that this Antwerp game is all that important. It doesn't matter if we finish first or second. But look, they should have. I know Antwerp played well in the first game and they beat us 1-0, but look, it doesn't matter what team we put out with our squad, we should have enough quality to get through this game, even without some of the top first teamers. So Toby and Dyer, I don't want to see them tomorrow.
CDM, as we said, Højbjerg is going to be rested, so we imagine Harry Winks will come and slot in that position.
Yeah.
Alongside him, a return for Tanguy Ndombele, who ruled himself out of the Arsenal game. What do you make out of that double pivot? You reckon it will work?
Yeah, why not? I know they're not as defensively sound as maybe if you have Højbjerg or Sissoko, but look, Winks has got to start. He's been seriously underplayed. Not underplayed in terms of Mourinho should be playing him more, underplayed for himself, thinking like he doesn't get he didn't even play in the last Europa League game.
Yeah.
He hasn't played a minute in the Premier League since that touch against West Ham.
At the moment, it's telling for players like him, Davinson Sanchez, who are not seeing that many minutes. They're only seeing minutes in kind of the Europa League games that don't really matter that much.
So in these games, he's got to just take it.
He's got to grab it by the scruff of the neck.
Exactly. You can't be disheartened and think, oh, what's the point of playing because he's not going to play me next game. He might not play you next game, but you got to earn your spot. There's no point downing tools and thinking or been feeling sorry for yourself. You just got to play the best you can, and you never know. An injury to Sissoko and he's back in the team.
If he has a brilliant game, like we know Winks can play, like let's say second half of Barcelona brilliant game, that kind of level, he puts himself into the conversation for the Premier League team.
Why not? Look,
but he's not doing that.
He's not at the moment. But you never know in football what happens. Let's say it was a bad challenge on Sissoko next game, and all of a sudden he's out for 3 weeks, and then what? Then he gets in the team because he's probably the best suited player for that role next to Sissoko. So you just got to keep playing your heart out, keep giving your best, and just to see what can happen. But yeah, look, I think. That shouldn't be a problem having him together, especially in Ndombele and him. The Europa League's too easy for him, so it should be fine for him.
The attacking position in the middle, number 10, we're going to go for Dele Alli. I mean, he really needs to take a claim as well. We know he played well the last game he played, came on, scored a penalty as well the game after. So Dele was a bit unlucky not to start the last Europa League game, I felt.
Not to start the last year against Lask. He came on and yeah, you're right, he scored a penalty. The last few games in Europa League's been pretty decent, I would say, Dele.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. That's why he was unlucky not to start, because he had a good game when he started against Ludogorets.
Yeah, I think he'll start. I think he'll start this time, and I think again, like with Winks, you just got to keep playing as well as you can to try and force your way to that team by hook or by crook, and just tell Mourinho, look, you can't leave me out, or make it very, very difficult for him to leave you out, because at the moment he's kind of making it easy to leave him out.
Yeah.
So he's just got to give big performances, but I'm sure Dele can step up. And he's putting out all the right messages, isn't he? In social media and everything, just no excuses, trying hard, work in the gym, and hopefully it'll pay off for him.
Yeah, it's a bit similar to when Toby was out under Poch that time. He kept putting those messages out on social media and stuff like that. But look, I really hope Dele can force his way back in, because we all know the qualities that he has. Right side of the attack, we're going to go for Gareth Bell.
Yep, Bell didn't play a minute on Sunday. Still getting back to full fitness. Scored a penalty against Lask, didn't he? But yeah, I think he plays. Yeah, he played for sure. He needs to get up to speed as soon as possible, doesn't he? But I think the beautiful thing about Bell, everyone keeps saying, criticising him for his performances and everything and whatnot. Is Bell ever going to get back to his best in this? But the thing is, we have other players. It's not like we're relying on Bale.
Yeah, but it's just that memory everyone in their heads about Bale, and you're talking. Everyone was so excited when we signed him. It was like gave the club such a lift, and we're just not seeing that on the football pitch yet.
Yeah, look, maybe we're not seeing that Bale, but that might not be his role. It might not need to be his role. Mm-hmm. Maybe from now to the end of the season, he comes off the bench 5 times and scores 5 winners, and that's his role, and that'll be more than good enough for what we need. So look, as long as he makes some sort of contribution towards the team, I think it's especially just having him around, I think it's giving everyone a lift anyway. Despite the fact that
I agree with that, but in these Europa League games, you really expect him to knuckle down better performances than he has so far.
He's been all right.
And because he hasn't put in those performances, he hasn't seen any minutes in the big games, the Man Cities, the Arsenals, the Chelseas.
No, I think he hasn't seen minutes in those games is because but who's more likely to track their runners throughout the whole game all the way back to the penalty area?
Yeah,
Gareth Bell.
He's not even seen 10 minutes at the end or 15 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we do. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Let's move on to the left-hand side. Lucas Mora had a shocker last week in the Europa League against Lask, but he is on good form in the Europa League. I think he scored 3 or 4 goals already.
Yeah, he starts again. No doubt about it. Yeah.
And then up front, Carlos Vinicius missed out last time through injury, but we back him to come in this game and to have a similar performance in his last start in the Europa League.
Yeah, I hope so. He was on the bench against Arsenal on Sunday, so despite the injury he had, he's clearly back and he's fit, so I think he'll play. I think Kane's got to have a rest. How much energy he put in against Arsenal, him and Son. We can't. It'd be stupid even if we play him for 45 minutes and go 2-0 up and just see out the game. I think it's not worth it. I think just start Vinicius, see how it goes. And if we need Kane, then bring him on late. But I think Vinicius starts in this game, and he needs to I think this whole team. I think if I was Mourinho, I would play most of the players that played out in Antwerp and ask for them to have some redemption for that performance, and that's hopefully what we'll get. And to be fair, our home performances, what was that, 2 wins out of 2 at home? We haven't won away yet, have we? Or we have? Oh, we beat Ludogorets.
We beat Ludogorets, yeah.
But yeah, look, home performances, we've been pretty solid and dominant, so I'm expecting the same on Thursday.
Yeah. Let me just run through that team with you one more time. So that's Joe Hart in goal, Doherty right back, Davis left back, a middle 2 of Sanchez and Japhet Tanganga, a middle 3 of Winks, Ndombele and Dele Alli, with Bale, Lucas and Vinicius up top. I do not want to see Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg play one single minute in this game.
Or Toby,
yeah. I don't think the centre-backs will, but I'm talking about those 3 players. Those 3 players are in desperate need of rest.
Agreed.
Complete rest. I don't even want to see them in the squad.
I reckon they will, because there's 12 subs in there, so they will probably be on the bench. But
put Dane Scarlett in, you know what I mean?
They'll put Dane Scarlett in anyway.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Rest some players. We should have enough to get through this game. I know Antwerp beat us last time and they played well and they deserved the win, but I don't care. We should have enough in this game to get through. And by the end of the day, if we do end up drawing or losing, it is what it is, and we play a hard team in the next round. But I think we have enough quality to not fear anyone at the moment.
If this is the lineup, what score prediction are you going for?
2-0.
2-0. I'm gonna go 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. I think Vinicius is going to score, Bale's going to score, and I'm going to back Dele Alli to score as well.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see the back of these group stage games.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's been
a slog.
It's been all right. It's been fun covering them and everything, and it has been a kind of stress-free in a way, because you just know we're going to make it through, and it's not going to be, no one really cares, and also in these group games, it's kind of like the only bad things can happen, because if you win, no one cares, and if you lose, it's like, oh, you're losing to these crap teams. So it's like it's only like bad news really out of these games a lot of the time. But it'll be good to get through to the knockouts, and then and between now and the knockout stages, it's 2 Premier League games a week as well. So that's going to be more enjoyable to get those games under our belt. So I'm going to be happy to see the back of these Europa League group stage games.
Yeah, tell me about it. That is your predicted lineup. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with our lineup. If not, let me know what your predicted lineup is in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always,
come on, you Spurs.